What was once the focal point of the COVID-19 response here in Barbados has been transformed into the Queen Elizabeth Hospital's secondary facility. Harrison's Point has been reactivated in preparation for any surge in patients during Cricket World Cup. Our medical and engineering teams have definitely been very busy reactivating this setup for Cricket World Cup. So QEH and by extension Harrison's Point, we are prepared for any influx of patients. Paula Agbowu is the lead on this project. She is our Director of Engineering at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Paula, always good to talk to you. What has the process been like getting Harrison's Point ready yet again?
Okay, thank you, Shane. The Ministry of Health and by extension the Queen Elizabeth Hospital has been tasked with the job to make sure that for T20 Cricket World Cup that we are ready for any eventuality. And by any eventuality, we mean that if there is an influx of infectious cases or a mass casualty incident, that the hospital is ready to accept those patients. As a result of that, the hospital saw the need for the reactivation of Harrison's Point, where if we become overwhelmed and we have more than 4 infectious cases which we can deal with at our Enmore facility, we will bring those patients up here to Harrison's Point. In this area right now where we're standing, we have prepared and outfitted it to be able to accept 20 patients, but this area can accept up to 38 patients. As it stands, we are ready for 20 additional infectious patients in what we call our primary A at Harrison's Point. We are also outfitting our tertiary facility, and in that building, we are going to be able to house between 90 to 110 patients. And that number is really based on the number of staff that we can accommodate during that Cricket World Cup period. We will have to obviously maybe if there is a serious event having multiple injuries and casualties, we will have to bring in staff, stop vacations and those kinds of things. And based on that, we figure that we can reasonably accommodate 90 to 100 patients within our tertiary facility. Our plan at the hospital is to have our most acute and our sickest patients at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital and to decant the hospital and have our lesser acuity patients here at Harrison's Point. And the reason for doing that is because, as our medical teams have informed us, we have all of our ICU beds, our theaters, and all of those critical services at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Those are not replicated here at Harrison's Point, and therefore it is easier for us to make that extension for the critically ill patients at Queen Elizabeth Hospital and the less acuity patients at Harrison's Point. We have also outfitted our Ward A3 with an additional 8 beds in anticipation that if we have an influx and our main operating theaters become full and by extension our recovery room, it means then that we will have an additional 8 beds that we can accommodate those patients to clear the theaters and have those patients recover on our Ward A3 to allow for additional surgeries to take place. So in all, the hospital stands ready, and our team, not just myself, but our entire executive team and the teams that fall under them, have been working hard to make sure that we as a team and as QEH, Team QEH, are ready to receive and accept any patients. Obviously, we're preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. We hope that we don't have to use it, but we are ready.